Hey, so we put some MT7 Pros on the Sur Ron. We did a basic gravity bleed. Did work. No major dramas. And I'm just trying to bleed it a bit now. I'm doing a terrible job, but it is working. So I do have the right fittings now. So we're doing a little bit better. After it actually goes up to that little clear bit of plastic. So this is kind of me doing a Shimano brake bleed, and you'll see there's little bubbles coming up. It's all we're trying to get rid of.
There you go. Look at those. Woo! If it goes everywhere, it'll be more entertaining.
Okay, cool. That was good to me.
Try that.
That's what we're going with. So lock her off. Don't be scared about bleed around brakes. It's not rocket science. You can test it. You're not going to stuff anything.
Yeah, as long as you're not going to stuff anything, as long as you don't get oil on your mineral pads.
Even then.
Even then, you can buy new pads. It really is just one of those trial and error things. Unless you're like a proper professional, they're like knows what they're really doing. It is just one of those trial and error things where you can just go.
Everyone knows we are proper professionals.
Yes. I'm sure there's guys out there going, "Oh no, this is the trick you need to do."
Yeah, but none of that really matters. As long as it works, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
So suppose if you take away anything about this, it's literally the equivalent of baby oil on a bike in some tube. Make sure there's no air bubbles in it and it'll work. Literally mineral oil, it's nothing fancy. If you've got Maguras too, do not tighten this at all.
Because it's plastic housing.
Yeah. It's like a little, like barely even nip it.
Yeah.
Cool, so let's try that.
I hope to God that works.
Woo! I reckon that's it.
You probably want to dunk that in hot soapy water to really make sure that oil's off, or just big risk it and send it, which is often Jared's terminology. Ship it off.
It's only $15, ship it off.
Yeah. The whole way down the road.
At least you got fair warning at coming.
Yeah, at least you got fair warning. That's right, yeah. Don't put a bell on your bike, just put oil all over your pads.
Just wreck your brake pads. No one needs it.
No. I mean, everyone knows brakes are just there for looks anyway. Everyone knows that. Totally not necessary. It is Freddie Flintstone it. Yeah. Does that look good? Does that feel good? It looks crap.
No, it feels good.
Oh, really?
No, it'll be, because it's just got those plastic retainers in there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Once it's on the rotor, I'd probably actually soak that in hot soapy water, man.
No.
Yeah.
No, just put it on. I don't know why you're always so worried about stuff.
I just do. I don't know. I just don't like wrecking. That's just a me thing. But you're like, nah. Not that you like wrecking, you not wreck it Ralph, but you just stress less. Or I stress a little bit. Brake cleaner.
So, just a bit of automated brake cleaner.
See how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's in the name, but whether it works, I don't know.
Well, my hands feel less oily, so let's go with less oily. Also, probably not a good idea to be wiping it with a oily rag, but
I just noticed that too. Yeah, but if you don't know though, like absolutely any bit of oil on these mountain bike mineral pads, they just full cook themselves. So like anything like WD-40, this brake cleaner that Jared's got, pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Even water makes them squeal, but obviously they can handle a bit of water because that's, you know. But you'll notice the second you ride through some water, they'll start to squeal a bit, but they dry out. Water's all right. Anything that leaves any kind of oil residue, which a lot of people would know. Anyone that rides mountain bikes learns that the hard way. I know I did. Cool. So all you really have to do is put that back on, and that's really about it, Jared.
Yeah.
Put the pads back in.
The main one's a rear one. We might film that because that one might take a little bit longer.
Yep. All right. You pop that on there and finish that off, and then we'll do the rear one. Right. We completely missed it because Jared forgot to tell me to film.
Way too impatient. So the back brake really sucked because I gravity bled it, as I said earlier. Yeah, so now we're kind of doing a Shimano style bleed, and it's working really, really well. And Truett's now going to check my little cup of oil and see if it's actually
coming out the top. Nah, I don't know. Nowhere near, mate.
Cool. You just missed some bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for your viewing pleasure, we have made a little thing so you can see a bubble come up. And there might be some.
I think you missed it. I think we missed it. I think it's gone.
There was one.
Oh, there was one.
Yeah.
There was like a whole plethora of bubbles when we first did it. It was like, just like kept coming. So it was obviously really poorly bled.
But it was still a lot better than stock Sur Ron blokes. So obviously
Yes.
you can have way too many bubbles.
Oh, not really. No, it wasn't. It wasn't even working.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, maybe it was.
It was good for at least 2 days.
Okay. That's good for at least 2 days. It's 1 or 2, mate. No. It actually was. It was working really well for me when I was braking up and down the driveway. And then for whatever reason, it's like decided to stop working properly.
All I'm doing here is drawing the syringe backs and forths. You want to make sure you don't run out of oil up top. I actually can't see that, so
that's why having
real big risk.
That's why having a Truett is good.
Yeah.
It won't actually tell you when it's about to go over because it'll be funny, but you'll look at it. So you're pulling forwards and backwards at the moment. In and out. Gotcha.
You're just trying to get the little bubbles out.
Little bubbles. Oi! That was some bubbles.
So,
Don't even know if I caught that. That was pretty good. You just go backwards and forwards as much as you want. And do you think you've got all the bubbles out?
and anyone who loves Magura will notice that this is Shimano oil.
I mean, that isn't going to affect anything, is it?
Nah, I mean, everyone knows you get the best braking performance from baby oil, so it's kind of no different. I'm pretty happy with that now, so just lock it off down the bottom. Boom! Right, and now...
True, it actually stitched him up there. I definitely put his knife back on his lap, and he just stood up.
And then get this thing.
That thing, what's that going to do?
And Truett's going to follow it.
Yeah?
And that's then going to go like this.
Into the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah. Cool. And that's it. We're good. We're ready to roll.
And that basically stops all the things. Stops all the air. Or something like that. I think it just stops the oil coming back out when you unscrew it. So you're doing the top nut first, is there a reason for that? Is that what just worked last time, so do it this time?
It did work last time, but I was so used to gravity bleeding that I got it wrong. So lock the bottom, then put your top on it, and you can see this is actually filled with oil to the brim.
Yep.
Yeah. If we do it the other way, what will happen is it will actually just literally suck it in.
Oh, okay. So
Truett will cut to that and show you what not to do.
Fully did it wrong. You got oil all over the freaking controller thing as well.
No, fine. Cool. So we're still fully locked off down here. There's no bubbles. We're ready to rock and roll. get your bolt, your nut, whatever.
Unscrew him.
Not too much will come out because obviously you've got a pressure differential now. You've got something locked up the top. Kind of like a bit like a straw.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, you pinch the top of the straw. Yeah. Didn't even think about that.
Straw doesn't think about many things.
Hey.
Cool, that's it, done. Sweet. We'll clean it up and we should be good.
We're good. Rightio guys, this is the little kit we used. Look at that bad boy. We'll leave a little link in the description down below. So if you want to use the same kit that we used here today, you can go for it. Works pretty well, doesn't it, man?
Yeah, there's like two versions. There's one that's like, has like brass fittings or plastic fittings. Like, it was just for home, I only used it a couple of times. Just get the plastic one. Like, as long as you don't screw it in, screw it in wrong, you kind of can't really go wrong. You shouldn't really be doing something up that tight anyway. So, not for us to bleed. Yeah. So,
definitely worked a lot better than that Shimano one.
Yeah. SRAM.
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 SRAM. SRAM damn. And that was meant to be like a multi-purpose, do it all, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Four wings multi-purpose.
Wasn't
Wasn't good enough.
What does it say? General multi-purpose. So what does it say? What's this multi-purpose somewhere here? Wins multi.
It doesn't say wins. Oh, it does.
It says wins.
It does. Wins multi-fleet.
Fleet. Wins multi-fleet.